I'm building a tiny teardrop camper from scratch, the Wander Tears Vaga. The goal is to get this rig ready for our family adventures in 2026. My wiring is coming along. I decided to only do one USB 12 volt power outlet circuit on this side because I just have a lot of wire. I need one more circuit back in here for the fridge. I forgot about the fridge. And I don't have enough of this wire that I bought, this 14 gauge wire, but I've got this wire, which is 14 gauge and it's copper. So I'm gonna use this for the fridge. And I got just enough. And the wiring is pretty much there. I've got one circuit over, well, two circuits over here. One for the USB charger and power port for inside and outside, the galley and the cabin. And then one circuit for the fridge. This side I have two circuits. I have one circuit of the bigger circuits, the 14 gauge, that run up to here for the fan. That'll be its own circuit. And the other one runs back down into here for a power outlet out here. And then I have one smaller circuit that runs off of a 16 gauge, like one of these ones here. And that runs into the cabin for the switch for the lighting, and then also for that little reading light too. And then the underlighting runs back down underneath, and then the porch light runs up here. So I've color coded all these too, so I could get all my wiring in a group and not worry about it. I'll test everything before I get it done. And I'm actually gonna solder this. There's two more things I need to consider. One, I need to run the trailer lights too. And the other thing I need to think about is I want to pre-wire this for solar. So I forgot one thing. My fridge line needs to run down to somewhere in here. So my fridge wire needs to run down into here. And I wanted to have it come out like somewhere in here. Just a wire coming out with an Anderson power pole or an XT60. I've always used XT60s. But I can't run that down into here from my junction box here because this is deeper than it is underneath here. So I have one more router thing to do. I love it. It's January 19th, I think, 18th or 19th. And I'm out here in a t-shirt. It's sunny and nice. I also went ahead and pre-drilled all of the holes for my solar wires. And that is going to be 10 gauge. 30 amps, and hopefully I'll have enough room in one of these channels to run two 10 gauge wires through right into the central box, and I can put my solar controller in here and then run lines out from the top here to the panel that'll be on the back. So now for my wiring, what I need to do is connect all of these together. And I generally will solder things together. I think it has a longer life than crimping things. And then heat shrink tube on the top. I've got this old Weller that I bought at a ham fest like 10 years ago or something, or longer. And it doesn't have the right connection. I don't know what this guy had for it, but it still works. Yep, that's it. 25 bucks for a Weller in the 90s. Mail is here. A few more things arriving for the electrical part of my Wander Tears Vaga. I had to wrap up the rest of the electrical for this part anyway. I needed a few more things. Some purple wire and some brown wire for the reverse lights, and the brown wire for the running lights that didn't come in the original kit that I got. I picked up some 10 gauge wire that I'll pre-run for future solar, a 30 amp circuit. And then some various crimps and spade connectors and some ring connectors and a fuse block and some extra fuses. It was cheaper just to buy a whole mess of fuses, so I got a whole bunch of them. And then I got a fuse block, and I want to use this as a distribution block for the back of the trailer, back in here, where I'll have my lighting and my switches and other things for this part. Instead of just hooking it all together and having one 15 amp circuit, which I have a 15 amp supply back here, I need to split that off into smaller circuits. So what I mean by the smaller circuits is this is my main line coming in from where the battery will be at the front of the teardrop. This line is a 14 gauge wire, which I'll run a 15 amp fuse at the main box in the front, the tongue box. This distribution block will take the main power in at this lug right here, and I can do 4 different circuits off of here. I can do a 15 amp circuit for my big panel back here. I can do a 7.5 amp for the front panel on the inside of the cabin, another 7.5 for the galley lights, and another 7.5 amp for the switch for the underbody lights. Yep. Don't let go of the wire.
Okay, I think it's in.
All right. Grip strength test. All right, first test using my fixed battery charger, and we're just testing it to make sure that my wiring is good. Goes to this lamp here and see if the lamp turns on. Yep, that's pretty nice and bright. All right, so we've tested all of our wiring and everything works out. And that's that. All zip taped up, sealed up, and ready for the next thing. The next thing is hooking up all of the stuff on the inside. Throw the insulation in and get these holes cut out for the stargazing window and also for the roof vent. All right, that's it for now. See you next time.